Hello, my little storms, and welcome back. Today we're going to be doing some art fight stuff, but before I do, I always do a little bit of chatting with everybody. There has been so many things that have happened. I will punch this. Pug, I feel that. I feel that. How you doing? I'm doing great. I've been feeling a little bit under the weather, kind of, but I always feel like that because it's so hot.
Hi, Pug.
But I always feel like that because the heat gets to me a lot. I'm normally a very warm person. That just means like I'm naturally very warm myself, so heat gets to me really easily. But I've noticed that I can't really regulate my body temperature correctly. I gotta get that checked out also by my doctor. There's a lot of problems I'm bringing forth to my doctor when next time I see them. So, your girl might be needing to go to specialists at this point. But yeah. But other than that, I'm doing fine. I'm drinking water and liquids. The good thing is, I love drinking water. I feel like I'm one of the few VTubers that actually likes drinking water. I actually drink water, surprising. But there are some things that have happened. There is a stream between me and there's a stream between me and I see peanut butter pop. Oh my gosh. Water is awesome. Water is, yeah. I've seen a lot of people like being like, oh, we need to hydrate because of how hot it is. I'm like, same, guys. You need to keep your hydration up at this point. It's so hot. Oh my goodness. But, wait, hold on. I thought I turned this off, but I guess I didn't turn it off. Oh, I know why it's not off. Okay, hold on. Let me go in here and there we go. But in other news, my little puppers she's by my side right now, but yesterday she had to go and do some teeth cleaning. They have to put her under for teeth cleaning. So she got her teeth cleaned and everything. And unfortunately another few teeth had to be pulled. Thankfully only 2 this time. Last time it was 4. But we are going to be trying to clean her teeth more often, but we can't clean her teeth for like 2 weeks, because her jaw might still hurt. So she does not like us because she does not like that we brought her to the bad place of the veterinarian. She doesn't like the veterinarian anymore. I don't know why. She just suddenly now doesn't like it. We went, for a routine checkup. And she was terrified to go into the room. I was like, what the heck is wrong with you? You've been going here for years and now you're finally like, no, I don't want to go in the room. That's kind of how she is. And I'm like, what is wrong with you? So yeah.
Here to express my solidarity with Papa. Had deep cleaning myself on Wednesday.
Yeah. I mean, if you haven't gone to the dentist, like, I'm really good. I go and get my godly teeth checked, like, when I'm supposed to, right? When I was younger, I suffered from a lot of cavities because I didn't brush my teeth regularly. Now I do. Have no cavity problems. I don't even floss. But I floss when I need to. When I really feel like I need to floss, I floss. But if I really don't need to, I don't floss. And those times are like, you know, when I've eaten something and there's stuff between my teeth and I can feel it, then I go and floss because I'm like, I gotta get this out. I gotta make sure this is out of my teeth. But for puppers here, she does not like that we have been giving her her pain medication. So her pain medication, it's in a syringe that does not have a needle on it. So we're not like poking her with needles. It's just a syringe that doesn't have a needle on it, and you're supposed to take the top off and you're supposed to inject the liquid into her mouth. So it's ingested. George has teeth. No, my puppers. My little doggy. George does not have teeth. George doesn't need to go to a dentist. George is lucky. We did that with Honey. Yeah. Yeah, it's not fun. And the other thing is, like, it's really hard because she's a fast little pup. She knows when she doesn't want something, she knows how to squirm. I am very big and she is very small, and it's very hard for me to, like, be able to get her. I basically have to get her into a headlock, and I try and get her into a headlock in a very safe way, and I'm trying to get it in, into her mouth as quickly as possible, so that then I'm not giving her any pain. But I know that from this morning, the headlock I was getting her into was hurting her jaw. And there was, because it's like, she's backing up, she's wiggling, she's trying to get out. I was like, I will give you some special cheese if that'll make this easier. We don't have special cheese, though. If you don't know what special cheese is, it's usually giving a dog, like, a relaxing, like, the Xanax or relaxing pill, so they chill with their anxiety, and you wrap it in cheese, and that's what the special cheese is. So for those that don't know what the special cheese is, because I feel like during, like, the fireworks and everything, some people were wondering what the special cheese was for your pets. That's what the special cheese is. Is, of course, like, medication that is approved for animals and stuff like that, because sometimes they just go a little crazy. They just need to relax a bit. But thankfully she did get it this morning, and probably when she gets her lunch in, like, a bit, her jaw won't hurt too much, so she can be able to eat. But that's how my pupper is. But I'm surprised that she's sitting over by me and chilling out, because she's, like, been ignoring us. She's been ignoring my mother and I, like, completely, because she doesn't like that we had to take her to get her teeth cleaned. I'm like, well, puppers, if you let me clean your teeth yourself, you wouldn't be in this position. You wouldn't have to get your teeth cleaned like this. You wouldn't have to have your teeth pulled. But yeah, just like dogs and just like people, dogs do need to go to at least the vet regularly to get their teeth checked and cleaned properly. So just to make sure that they don't have any gum disease or anything like that, because that's also pretty deadly to dogs. So, but if we can prevent her from getting more teeth, so she doesn't have her little tongue hanging out all the time, and that she can properly eat food, yeah, we need to work on that. It's just more of, it's very hard because, again, she doesn't like anybody opening her mouth to, like, clean it. So, yeah. But that's what's going on with the little puppers. She looks very scruffy. She looks exhausted. She looks like a person that's gone through a lot of things, and she has. She's been a trooper through it. Oh my goodness. But but anyways, in other news, there's been, like, a lot of stuff also going on within, like, there's been a lot of stuff going on. I'm like, what's going on with the world today? I don't want to really talk about it very much, but just, like, I feel like sometimes when people see something, they just want to complain about it, and then they complain about it, and then they still go and like, interact with it, You might be like, what am I talking about? I'm talking about Genshin. I'm talking about Genshin. I dropped Genshin, like, 2 years ago because of quests. Because the quests were just too much. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it anymore. The long dialogue, all the fetch quests that led to, like, literally me just getting, like, 2 primo gems. Like, at that point, I was just done. It was just too much. The the characters are well designed. The environments of all the places are really cool. Like, I stopped in Sumeru. Like, I don't think I finished, like, the last part of the Archon quest. So that shows you kind of how far I got. Did none of Fontaine, because I literally left before then. And I know Natlan is coming out. F- there's so many things that I want to say, but the problem is that there's a possibility I could get canceled for saying it, which is so stupid to be thinking about that. But I'm just gonna be out here and saying we have to look at the bigger picture of the situation. And sometimes people just want to complain because they want to complain. And okay, I've been hearing things that apparently Chinese players are also mad that the skin tone is that they're all pasty. And I'm just like, okay, if that's true, where? Cuz I'm sorry, I want to see more, like, more things than just people telling me, cuz I want to know. The other thing is that, guess what? In Latin America, there are some people that are more pastier than others. So you can't just say that you want all of them to be darker skinned when there are people that are lighter like that. I know, because I know people from Brazil that are like that. Brazil is probably the most diverse in skin tones, just because of the area where it is. So, and I'm not saying that there isn't a problem.
One eyewitness is worth 10 Hershey.
But, I can still understand people's problems with it. I can still understand that. I can still understand that people, like, have this issue. But the thing is that I know that all of you complain, and then all of you are still gonna play it. And that's what's gonna happen. Cause then you're literally just telling them that you really don't care. You complain, and then you don't, and then you play it. What are you trying to signal here? Cause to the company, that just means that you don't, like, oh, what you said doesn't matter. So they're just gonna keep doing what they're doing. I stopped playing Genshin not because of the whole entire the Sumeru characters aren't dark enough. I was just fed up with the quests. I was fed up with them. But even still, like, I've been thinking about every once in a while, like, loading Genshin up and just, like, roaming around, because it's still a pretty good game, like, in the sense of, like, the environments are really pretty and the character designs are really good. But when it comes to skin tone, yeah, China sucks at it. Okay, we can all agree on that. China sucks on making more diversity in their games. And I hear that a lot of people are saying, like, you can't say that because it's made by China that's an excuse. I'm gonna play devil's advocate and say that it is. Now I'm saying I'm playing devil's advocate here, okay? Alright. Playing devil's advocate just means that I would like to see it from other different points of views and perspectives. We do not know what happened behind closed doors. We do not know what decisions were made. We do not know if these characters early on in the design development did actually have darker skin and they were forced to change it. We don't know what was happening behind closed doors. And the thing is at the end of the day, it's not the designers that get the final choice when it comes to making characters and design elements. It is the producers. Fun fact, some people think darker skin. Yes, I do know that. There are some, well, I don't think that they don't think it exists. I think that they just don't like it, you know? And that's why I'm saying, like, where is it that some Chinese players are mad about this? And how many of them are actually mad about it? Like, if it's just, like, a few in, like, this one area, and not the majority of the people, like, Hoyo's not gonna really care. If it's the large majority of people, then yes, Hoyo might start to care. China is extreme. Yes, that's the other thing, is I have to remember, is that China is extremely homogenous. Or homogenous. Homogenous just means, like, you know, Chinese people only marry Chinese people. But not only that, but if you are born in this area, you only marry people from this area. And Japan was like that too. And it's some of the older generations still like that. I know, like, the younger generations are starting to change. And, like, even in China too, the younger generations are starting to change. You know, it's slower. It's slower to get to where we are in the United States. Or even in just any Western country. It's a little bit slower. It's taking longer to get to where we are. So that's why you're still going to see this situation happen. And that's why I'm saying, playing devil's advocate here, that's just kind of
just a reminder that melting pot culture is a Western concept.
Yeah. That is also true. So you have to kind of think of it that not every game company is going to be a Western game company and think about you. So you just have to deal with the situation at mind. And if you don't want to play Genshin anymore because you hate that they're not representing the people correctly, okay, then don't play it anymore. But don't be complaining out here and then go and play Natlan. Because then you're literally, you're being a hypocrite at that point. That's what I'm just gonna say that. You're just gonna be a hypocrite. I know that there are probably gonna be some people that might see this video and they're gonna be like shitting on me because of it. And honestly, I know that that's gonna happen. Because you hate being called out. Okay? And I'm all for people being represented and for people being able to see that representation. I'm all for that situation. I'm all for that completely. Devil's advocate here for Hoyoverse is that sometimes some countries will not care. Some companies will not give a shit. Some companies will just do it for brownie points. Also, by the way, there is one dark-skinned character that's in Natland that is confirmed. But I think the reason why no one's talking about it is because they're a little child and they can't simp for it. I know there's some people out there that are literally going to be for that, but not everybody. Not everybody. I know not all of you are going to be doing that. But I do wish that the other characters did represent more of the area of where they're coming from. I refuse to tell other countries how to act. In exchange, I don't want them telling how to change. Yeah, I guess so, if you think about it. Because at the end of the day, I don't play their games anyways, yeah. It's like, if you don't like it, okay, honestly, there's this other thing that I kind of have hated about social media as well. If you don't like it, if you don't like something, you don't have to comment on it. You don't have to say anything. You don't have to complain that they should fit to your standards. Just don't interact with it. Don't play it. Scroll past it. Leave a dislike and leave. You have that opportunity at your disposal. You can block, you can mute, you can literally ignore them. I've blocked people because I didn't want to see their stuff anymore, because I don't want to interact with that stuff. And that's, you know what? That's okay to do. You have the power to just be able to decide that you don't want to participate anymore. I started to hate Genshin because I didn't like the quests anymore. I dropped Honkai because I just didn't like how to play the game. I just didn't like the game in general, so I just left. Was it Zen Zero? I haven't even played Zen Zero, so I'm not going to comment on Zen Zero. I think Zen Zero's art style is absolutely amazing and very, very distinct, so I will give it that. It looks great. Same with Honkai Star Rail. And you know the funny thing is, all y'all complain about Genshin, and then none of y'all complain about Honkai Star Rail. Honkai Star Rail canonically only has one dark-skinned character in it. One. That I can remember. There's no one else. Maybe like like NPCs perhaps, but there's one. None of y'all saying anything. So that's the other thing that's kind of like, I think the other thing is people are like, well, Genshin is based off of real world, so therefore it should reflect the real world. It's a fantasy game. I'll give it the devil's advocate here with it's a fantasy game. But I think that's all I can say anymore, or else people might be just like being all weird on me. Now, again, I'm not saying that representation shouldn't be in games. I think it should 100% be. But there's a difference between representation and fucking complaining. And I know y'all go and literally bully and message them and threaten them. That's not going to get your point across. Say your complaints. If you don't want to play the game anymore, don't play it. Move on with your life. Maybe go and play Honkai Star Rail instead. Or Zen Zero. Or like anything else. Okay? Go and play other games. Go play Baldur's Gate. I don't know. Go play Baldur's Gate. That has better representation in it. But like, go and do what you want to do, okay?
Kindly stop convincing people from the East that Westerners are nuts.
Yeah, that's the other thing. You also have to remember, like, most of the time, a lot of companies only really care. So this is just companies in general. Companies really only care how things are doing in the country of their country of origin. So that just means that companies really just only care most of the times about how well they're doing in their country of origin and not how they're doing in the world. So just kind of remember that. It's really kind of screwed up because like most companies are selling their products around the world, but when it comes down to things, they kind of only really look at other stuff. The West is a secondary market. Correct. In China, in Japan, we are the secondary market. So basically, the best way I can think of this is you know how a movie like does really poorly in America, but does great in like other countries of the world, and you really like that movie, but for some reason it's been 20 years and they've never made a sequel to it, even though it should get a sequel, it should get merchandise and all of this sort of stuff, never has that. It's because it fell in the primary market, which was that movie was made in the United States, put out here, and then the secondary market, which was the world market, did great in. But because it did so poorly in the main market, they're not going to do anything for it. That's kind of what is happening. So it just means that Hoyo already tested how these characters would work and how they would look and everything, and they already did well in popularity polls of how they looked, so they're just going to keep that. So, again, if some people come out and say, like, you're wrong, like, you can't play devil's advocate here, like, you're wrong, they're doing all this sort of stuff, and it's like, okay, fine. Then I'm wrong. Alright? And I can admit that, alright? I will admit. I just don't like it when people are, because the thing is, they're complaining the same way that they complained with Sumeru, and then I saw the same people that were complaining literally going and polling for characters. So it's more of, I despise the hypocrisy than despise what they're talking about.
Represent yourself. It will be more accurate anyway.
Yeah. I despise the hypocrisy, not what you're saying. That's what I think it boils down to. I despise your hypocrisy, not what you're saying. I agree. I agree that Hoyo should do better. I agree that they should probably do darker skin tones. I also understand with Devil's Advocacy here that, or Devil's Advocate, that Hoyo is a Chinese company. A lot of Chinese netizens do not like black people. They do not want to play black characters. They do not want dark-skinned characters. They do not want to, like, feel anything for dark-skinned characters. They don't want them to be their, like, husbandos and waifus. Okay. That sentiment is slowly changing, but it's very slow. And we'll just have to see what happens. Because remember, this game is supposed to be, like, going on for 10 years.
Don't tell me not to get takeout while you have a MC Donald's bag in your hand.
Oh my gosh, that's actually, yeah, that's pretty accurate. But yeah. But anyways, that's, I gotta stop talking about it, or else we're gonna go on a whole huge rant that I don't want to go on. I think I've ranted enough about it. But yeah. So, again, understand what people are saying. Also, Devil's Advocacy, understand what's going on in China.
Let's talk about George instead.
Yeah. And that's pretty much it. Actually, you know what? There's other things within the game industry that has been happening that we can talk about that's actually really does grind my gears. But we could also talk about George. So, Pug, thanks to you, George is going to get an interesting 2.0 upgrade. Thanks to you. Which is great. Because I will say this much. George will still be froggy shaped. But George is gonna get some little update here and there. Because I want to make George a little bit more unique. And I feel like George is not gonna fit in with the new 2.0, so they kind of need an upgrade. I was wondering if you looked into it. I did. I had a conversation with Jose about it, because basically, I'm gonna be honest, Jose is basically my manager at this point. Husband, manager, main supporter. That's what Jose is. But yeah, no, I looked at it. Actually, that was what I was looking for something else. And unfortunately, because I couldn't find it, I wasn't able to do it. Which was basically, I was gonna allow it to be that, is it this one? No. There we go. Sorry, forget the arms. I was gonna have the little storms here actually have a mouth, and then you could be able to, like, use text to speech to be able to make it talk. So it would just spawn in my arms, and then it would say its thing and then disappear. That's what I was thinking of doing, but it ended up not working because I didn't know. But now that I do know how it works, yeah. I will say though, I'm debating on changing George to that, and the only reason being is because I feel like we might lose the George charm, you know? I feel like we might lose a little bit of that George charm. You know, just George staring at you blankly, unblinking. So I feel like we might lose that little charm of it, because then they would be like turning and blinking, and I don't know. You can make your own models. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's why I was like, oh no, wrong. That's why I was thinking of doing it for the storms instead. So it's like a second text to speech. But this one what I might do is if I can, I might do it with like Chat GPT or Chat AI or something like that, just to make it funnier. So you can ask a question and then it can answer. I think that would be funny. I'll see if the thing still works with I want to see if it still works with George. Like just George as the PNG version. Or if we can do it with PNG Tuber Plus. If we can, maybe I'll do it that way. The thing is like it just makes it easier for me to not have to, because I would have to basically, if I move around the screen a lot, like it's not gonna be like too good because of how I move around and stuff like that. So that's why. I also just realized with this, you can see how wiggly I made you guys. Look how cute I made you. So wiggly. Yeah, I don't know. I gave you guys a lot of jiggle physics. I gave you guys a lot of jiggle physics with the little storms hug here. I will keep the jiggle physics for the 2.0 as well. But the 2.0 actually has, because even you guys are getting a 2.0. You guys are getting a new mascot. We're getting a new mascot. Because basically it's a slight rebranding. And I say slight because I'm still going to be called Art. We're just changing the last part. So instead of Art Creates, it's going to be changed to a different name. That's going to be fitting. More fitting. One, because it's hard to actually find my name as a VTuber. So we're changing it to be a little bit more unique. So that then we can be able to do stuff. But anyways, goodbye. I like how you just ascend. Brand expansion. Yeah. Brand expansion. Chaotic form. Okay, for my 2.0, we need to do that. The brand expansion. It's hard to show George to friends when I look up art VTuber. Yeah, that's the thing, right? So you might be wondering what I'm gonna change it to. This is gonna be like next year, okay? So don't worry about it, guys. I'm changing it from Art Creates.
What do you mean? I'm changing the "This is my ultimate form." Over 9,000.
Don't worry, George. You're not gonna change that much. George is okay. Do you want to know how much George is gonna change? George is gonna get some rockin' cool horns and some wings, so they can fly. And I might do something to where you can do that. Like you can redeem, and then George just starts to ascend. Maybe I'll call it George Dip. George just dips and ascends.
I want to be able to bring all the boys to the yard.
You will be able to bring all the boys to the yard.
So a flying horny toad?
Yes. George is becoming a flying horny toad. That's their 2.0. I haven't drawn it yet. I'm still sketching out ideas. Well, I'm still thinking about that.
Please come over. I'm lonely.
But yeah. But I'm changing it from Art Creates to Art Chaotix. Which is not a word. Chaotix is not a word. And no, I'm not gonna give it a weird spelling or anything like that. But I looked it up. There is nobody that has that. So art will still be the first part. And technically we can still keep the art tag of artsy sketch. And I would say our 18 plus art tag is probably gonna have to change.
Chaotix.
Yes, Chaotix. And you will all be called the Chaotix. My little chaos things. Because I'm gonna be becoming chaos incarnate, which if you read the lore and stuff like that, if you read the comic, you'll be able to learn more. Speaking about the comic, I literally did a page this morning. I was like, get the page done. Draw the page. Get it done. Because I was like, because what? I'm on so for the second chapter, I'm on page 7 out of 12. That's pretty good considering that that gives me like a week earlier to like start to start the next chapter. So I'm starting to create a backlog. That's good. That's good. That's what's up. That's what's up. But yeah, anyways, so for 2.0, you know, we're gonna get a new background. We're gonna get a new George. We're gonna get a new model. Like 2.0 is really gonna be like, I say it's 2.0, but it is a brand expansion and slight rebranding. And I say slight because it's just expansion of the brand into something a little bit more, I believe, is more fitting for us. Cause like I'm a little chaotic gremlin and I like being chaotic and having chaos and all that sort of stuff, right? We like causing chaos on this stream. We have a chaos emote, okay? We have George with the fire saying chaos, okay? So if anything, I feel like it's a little bit more fitting of a brand to be more to those lines. And yeah, that's the main point of it. But anyways, I think that we should probably start moving over to the art, right? let's actually move over into doing some art fight, right? I think I've said my piece. But actually, when we're in there, I do want to talk about some stuff, so I almost forgot how to do this. So there you go. Hello. So so we're gonna be doing some art fight. So for those that don't know what art fight is a whole entire it is a just a big art share. That's what I can tell. You know, people draw art of other people's characters and then I post it up on Artfight under attacks. That's where you submit it and you put it as an attack. And it's great. It's great. It's really fun. I haven't been doing a lot because I got busy with doing the comic, so unfortunately I haven't been able to do any really this week. So I was like, okay, let's do some today. We're not gonna go extremely clean with it, so unfortunately I'm not probably gonna get a lot of points for doing this. By the end of the day, I don't really care about the points, I care about drawing them, right? Should I pull up some of my past attacks? Nah, I don't want to really pull them up. But you can see some of my past attacks. You can either go on Kara, and you can see them up there, or you can see them on, I'm trying to think. Or you can see them on Twitter. If you scroll through my media, you'll see them. Because you'll be seeing just random characters. But yeah, so I'm just gonna we're gonna kind of draw just like whatever. And just kind of sketch and draw and maybe put down some color. I don't think that I'll be like doing something that's like completely finished. But we do have, so this is an attack I want to do. This is like followers. So these are some followers. If you follow me on Artfight, there's a possibility that I will possibly attack you. But this is another follower. And then this person is also a follower, but also a revenge, because they drew one of my characters. But it's really fun. But there has been some controversies kind of coming up, which is really saddening to see, because I kind of joined Artfight as a spectator in 2022, so technically I've been a part of Artfight for 3 years. I did Artfight a little bit last year, but I didn't do it a lot. I only did like 2 attacks last year because I wasn't really like feeling it, you know. But I did join and I did 2 attacks. This year I have done 4 attacks currently. One of those attacks were a revenge. What was a revenge? Because they had drawn my character. I have noticed that apparently my most popular character currently is Varel, which I'm not surprised by, because Varel is basically my one furry character I have. So not surprised there in the least that that character is quite popular. And the reason that I say, why is this so slow? Okay, hold on a minute. I don't know why this brush is being so slow. It's being weird today. But anyways, so I understand why that character is being like so, I guess, liked. And it's just because at the end of the day, a lot of anthro characters are more, I think it's just like on Artfight in particular, there's just a lot more, I guess, people that draw more anthropomorphized characters. That's just like, and also furries. Not saying anything bad about them. It's just like, most of Artfight was kind of started and built by that, so it's not kind of surprising to see that that one's my most popular. And I actually put them on there because of that. So that was kind of a very purposeful thing. Here, I'm just gonna sketch out this little otter guy. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just sketching out some stuff. We're gonna probably change some stuff. I kind of don't like the bottom of this. Like, posing. It looks like a dog. I'm sorry.
We love our anthro and furry friends here.
Yes, we do. Yeah. We do. I don't mind them. I don't care at all. It's just more of, it's very, I'm not surprised that sorry, I'm like when I'm focused, I'll stop talking. I'm not surprised that a lot of these, I'm not surprised that that's my most popular. By the way, when I say popular, I've only gotten 3 attacks throughout this year, which, by the way, I don't care. I don't care how many attacks I get. I just go, I'm so happy that somebody drew my character. And that's about it. But apparently, there's some controversy happening. And not to say that there isn't controversy that doesn't happen in Artfight as it is. Here, you know what? I'm gonna make them look like they're swimming. There we go. I kind of like that a little bit better. Let me give them a little bit more punch. I don't know how to draw an otter. How does one draw an otter? I've actually never drawn an otter before, so. See, this is the other thing about Artfight. You draw things that that you don't understand how to draw. I mean, it's starting to look like a beaver a little bit. Oops. But there have been like some think dog cat plus sleek. That's what I was thinking. We'll refine this more, okay? Dude, be in mind, I'm not a furry artist, okay? I'm not a furry artist! I don't know how to draw animals! Why did I choose this one to be the first one we started drawing? Why did I choose this one? Why did I do this to myself? This is why I don't draw animals. closest I can get is anthro, okay? And even then, I still don't draw right, okay? Holy shit. I think I do like this sketch better, though. I kind of want to make it a little bit bigger. I was thinking of doing a prank, because some people have been doing pranks. But anyways, back to the controversy. So some people are literally only, attacking other, very popular or artists that have really good art styles. And only attacking them to get good free art. Now, let me just tell you the price of some of the art pieces that I have made for people. Thinking about how concept from back to how part of my design concept came from Bluey. Oh yeah. I can kind of see that. But some people are only attacking, like, bigger creators to get, oh no, shush. Shush, snooze. Some people are only attacking bigger creators because they want, good art. And I'm like, that's not nice. And the reason being is because the thing is that if you really wanted some of my art, if you really wanted it, then, and if you can afford it and pay for it, like, you can get art that you want, that you can specifically handcraft to what you wish for by commissioning me. And I get paid for the work that I do. I'm not getting paid for this, right? But that doesn't mean that I'm not gonna create it, right? Because at the end of the day, this is just great to have in my portfolio to literally show, like, see, I can draw animals. No, I cannot. I cannot. Do not make me draw animals. The only reason I was able to do your model, Pug, is because you asked for a stylized. That was the only way I could do it. If it wasn't stylized, I don't think I could be able to accomplish it. So they have, like, these little ears. I am quite amongst, yeah. So, you know, at the end of the day, it's like, that's kind of like, you know. Let me try and see if I can make this, like, a little bit better. I wish my dog was here. My dog just went to go and eat. So I can see how the, oh no. No, this little arm's gonna end up being so weird. Okay, I need to do some structuring here. So let's say the shoulder's back here. Then this arm would come up here. And then we would have the ankle, and then, like, the feet. Hello there! Hi, welcome. Oh my gosh, sorry. Hi, welcome to the Little Storms. Enjoy the chaos. No. I don't know how to draw arms. I don't know how to draw arms! Hi, hello. How does one draw arms of an otter? I don't know how to draw. Look, I've been drawing. Okay, the thing is, I don't know how to draw animals. You see all this amazing, great work? You don't notice how there's no animals? Why did I decide to make this my first piece? Oh my gosh. At the end of the day, I don't think that they're gonna really care what they ended up getting, but I do care. Because I know I can do so much better. I'm like trying to see how I can fix this. I don't think I can. I don't think I can fix it. I'm trying my best here. The funny thing is I love otters. Artfight because I'm sobbing. Oh no! Oh no, not deleting your arts. Oh. Actually, I've almost done that once too. Yeah, I don't think they look good with the brows. Yeah, we're gonna get rid of the brows. Okay, okay, so they have like coloring. Luckily I have finished pieces saved to my phone. Aww. That sucks. Okay, so it's more of like near the tip here of their nose. Oh no, not a break. Brows smaller. You want smaller brows? Like that? Like that big? Actually, that looks cute. Think 90s brows. Bro, 90s. We going back to the 90s with these things. Oh my gosh. Strong brows. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I gotta get them strong 90s brows, man. Alright, I think we have enough of a sketch down. Okay. I think we're good. Oh, ads are about to start in a bit, so just word of warning. Oh, there goes ads. Oh my gosh. Dying over here. Coughing. Sneezing. Allergies getting to me. Anyways. I think we got enough of a sketch down, right? Is it good? Heck no. Can we do so much better? Probably. But that's not the point. Let's see if I can get like a color close enough. We're not gonna do color picking. Some people it's easier to do color picking from, but sometimes it's not that great. Ooh, that is like orange. I think let's go for more desaturated. Yeah, that's a little too desaturated. I think it needs to go lighter. There we go. Kind of like that, and maybe like slightly darker. There we go. Okay, and then we're gonna go get like a tanner, but just like go up a little bit. Should we do this, or should we do like this? I think this one works better. And then for darker stuff, let's go a little bit darker. Oop. Oh. Hello. Clip. Stop. That's gonna be for the eyes. Or we could do like almost black. There we go. When in doubt, color pick. But for right now, because this is based off of like an actual plushie, we're not gonna do color picking. And then... Oh yeah, I had this on that. There we go. I was like, wait a minute, why is this not showing up the thing I want? It's because I was not selecting it. We're just gonna fill it all in. Because then it's easier to go back and change things if we need to. And we can always add texturing in later. I will say this is the first animal character I've ever done on Artfight. Well, no, there's another one, but that I count that as anthro. I count that one as more anthro. There we go. Okay, I think we got it. Boys, we got him. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Where am I in that consideration? No, I'm saying like on Artfight, not in general. Actually, the funny thing is, another VTuber, a furry VTuber, literally keeps telling their friends that I'm a furry artist. And I'm like, dude, I can draw furries. I am not a furry artist. I swear, if he comes in here and I'm just gonna be like, dude, you're wrong. I literally, sometimes I want to go and just like grab him and just be like, stop saying this. It's not true. I may be able to draw it, but like, it's not that good. I don't, it's like, it's not up to par with the rest of my artwork. And I think it's just like, you know, how did, you did draw okay, that is true. I did draw a sweet potato in a maid outfit. So, what an adorable plushie. Oh yes. I've noticed that this person doesn't do any attacks. They just only receive. And you know what? That's okay. We're out to the roster. Because it doesn't matter if they don't attack. What matters is that they get a cool art piece at the end of the day. Is this an art fight? Yeah. This is an art fight. We are fighting with the pen! With my mighty feather pen! Oh, but yeah, have you ever joined Artfight before? Or like, have you ever thought about it? I know there's like certain people that have, there are certain people that have been doing it for like a really long time. And there's other people that haven't been doing it for a while. I've only been doing this for like 3 years. 1 year was just observing. Because I just wanted to kind of observe it. I didn't even really observe it. I was just kind of like, it was more of, let me set this up in case in the future. What I've known about it since it started way back in the day. Kept saying next year. Well, you can join at any time. You can make your account whenever. You don't have to, you can just, you know, Opie, just make your account so I can
will
swallow
put my
you.
money on the kid with the fountain pen. It looks pretty sharp.
Oh, not the fountain pen sharpness. But yeah, Opie, you could just make an account and then I'll follow you. I'll be your single follower. I know I'm super lazy. Opie! Opie, I will hold you in a chokehold until you do it. I will get my male model out to demand that you do it. I will pull my male model out of here I shall demand you. You know what, Opie? I thought the same way, because I think I knew about it back when it was also starting out, because I was really on DeviantArt back then. So I remember seeing it a lot. I just never joined. Oh my gosh, you're Wheeze. Oh yeah, you hit a Little Miss Affiliate over here. Little Miss Affiliate. Oh, you got your DeviantArt. Woo! Yeah, I've long since abandoned it. No, you will not find my name. I long since abandoned it. My account still exists on there. Yeah, my account does too, but I've long since, I don't even remember what the password was. I've long since abandoned it. I don't even think I have that email anymore, so. I think it's just like, at the end of the day, I just like, you know, I not to say that DeviantArt isn't still like relevant or cool or anything, but I just like, I don't know, I guess decided not to post on there anymore. I just wasn't like liking certain things of it. I don't remember like why I stopped. I think like for the most part, just a lot of the fandoms, yeah, I've abandoned it. It's basically an art album for past me. Yeah. Like, would I like to go possibly back on DeviantArt and maybe rekindle stuff? Eh, nah. Lost its user, lost its lesson. Yeah. I think it just started getting, like, it's still somewhat good, but like, I think it's just like, there's like way too much stuff there's sometimes way too many controversies that are happening now, and I'm just like, I don't know. There's controversy happening back then too, but I think DeviantArt is like, if you're a furry, you better be on DeviantArt. I'm not saying that ruined DeviantArt. No, it's like always been like that. That didn't ruin it. I think it was just like other things that were happening that I just didn't want to go on it anymore. It seems to have some controversy going. Artfight currently does. So besides some people only attacking like big notable artists. So this is what's happening. So some people are only attacking big notable artists to get like really good art pieces from them. And the thing is, most of the art that I've created through my attacks would cost upward of maybe like $100 to almost $200. And you're getting it all for free. Because I'm nice. But not only because I'm nice, but because I also just want to draw your characters. You know, I want to draw other things besides my characters. That was the other like point of this entire thing. I think most people move to other platforms thinking they got better engagement. Yeah, I think that's also the other thing with that in particular. But yeah, but anyways, I clicked on the wrong thing. Oops. Whoops. Yeah, I don't like that. I heard a few people complaining last year about Artfight. I'm not coming back next year and such. I think last year there was like, I think like last year what ended up happening is that Artfight started to become what some people called too mainstream. I'm like, what do you mean it's too mainstream? It's not. But there was some controversy. This is something that's been going on in controversies from last year, is that it seems that more people are very blatant about not drawing the characters correctly. And what I mean by that is, like, I'm all for, like, if you know, I don't care, because it depends on people's, like, art stuff and all of that sort of stuff, but I would care if you, like, completely change the character's outfit to something that they would, like, never wear. Or if, well, not even just their outfit. What I'm talking about, I actually don't care about the outfit situation. Sorry, that was the wrong one. If they, like, completely change their skin tone, or completely change their hair color, or completely change their eye color. Because, like, oh, your character could have looked so much better if it looked like this. You are changing a fundamental aspect of their character that I designed myself. Like, that's not okay. I don't care if you put them in a different hairstyle. I don't care if you put them in different clothes. I don't care about that sort of stuff. But it's like, what if it's the barber meme? Okay, if it's like a meme, if it's like a meme situation, I can understand that. Like, you know, it's funny. But, like, what they were doing was just drawing the character. It's like drawing the character like this. And then they would completely change it. Just imagine, like, if I changed this otter into a dog, saying that your otter would look better if it was a dog. My hesitation with artfight really is whether or not I can get myself to attack back enough with decent quality. Okay, you don't even have to attack back. You don't have to attack. You can just pick a random person, attack, like, if you like their character, draw it, and you don't have to do revenge against people that attack you. You don't have to. You can decide not to. You can also just not complete pieces. Like, they take sketches. You can just sketch it and post it. I've seen plenty of people do that. I've seen plenty of people draw a stick figure and post it, okay? So, do whatever you can, and you don't have to do everything. But I'd feel bad. I know that too. I know that feeling too, Obi. I know. You know what the thing is if you're not able to attack them back this year, put them on a little list, and you'll attack them next year with different characters. So even if you're not able to get it this year, it's like, hey, you have a list of people that now you can attack next year. Like, think of it like that. So you have people in line for next year. That's what I'm thinking. But I don't get a whole lot of attacks as it is. I think a lot of people think my name is pretty stingy. Okay, maybe this will be the year. Maybe. Opie! Opie, look at me. Look at me, Opie. You're going to join artfight this year so I can freaking follow you. You don't have to join a team. Just so I can follow you. I will be your one supporter. Not joking. No, just make your account. Like, that's what I did. I just made my account, and then I didn't join. I didn't really participate until like the next year. And I only, like, participated during, like, the last little bit. But you can join. Not only can you create an account, but you can join at any time. I'm gonna give out free art. Opie already gives me enough fan art as it is. Opie, you can draw all of my characters. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. Actually, I was gonna actually add more characters. Do you want it? I'm tempted to. Yeah. See, you can you can join the other team, Obi, and then you can get points for Seafoam. Because I think Seafoam. Okay, I will say this much. It seems that Seafoam is, like, slightly behind Stardust. I'm on Team Stardust, by the way. which is fitting. Very, very fitting for me. Which a lot of people might be like, why aren't you on Team Seafoam when you have a sea character? And I'm just like, because it's funny. But the characters that I do have available is I have Luthador. I have Art available in her battle outfit. Luthador, in his old and new outfit. And I have Taida, who's like a merfolk kind of character, and I have Varel and Swift, which is because there's two of them. They're always together. Which Swift is a little itty bitty bird character, just a little pudgy, cute little bird character. And then Varel is the main one. I'm not surprised because they're a cat, a potion maker, and they have a giant mushroom hat on. So it's so weird. The character design for Varel, actually Varel's character design has rarely changed from what I had imagined it to current. So, funny enough, Varel is one of the few characters as well that has gone through very minimal design changes from when I had first created them to now. I think the most drastic one is Taida. Taida has the most drastic character design change. And then these are all characters, by the way, OC characters that are going to be in the Art of Chaos. They're part of the main group. And then Fira has had some outfit design changes. From what I originally had her be to what she currently is. So she's had more outfit change. And then also Goliath has changed a lot. He's been like so many different colors of gray because he's like supposed to be a rock guy. But now he has hair. He used to be bald. And now he has hair because I actually like made it. I was like, okay, I don't think I can draw older men with baldness for some reason. I just can't draw it. So I was like, hey, let me give him some hair. And I'm like, ooh, I can make this hair look like it's a it's a geode on top of his head. So I was like, okay, we'll go with that. And so that's kind of how he ended up getting created. And yeah. Oh, actually, Selvik has actually changed drastically too. Because Selvik is now like... Okay, I will say this much. Selvik used to be a white guy. He used to be white. Now he's darker skinned. So... I think bald people all look the same from... They do. They do. You can't... They kind of do. It's really hard to distinguish. I'm sorry, sir. It is very hard to tell the difference. I'm trying very hard, but sir, you're not making it easy here. Oop, I was on the wrong brush. Okay, I'll do it, but then I want to see bald Furby model just for a bit. Wait, I'll post my artfight in Discord before switching model. If you'll be... Sure. Sure. I forgot that bald Furby exists. Yeah, I do have... Yeah, you guys keep forgetting that you can do the bald redeem on all my models. You can have bald daddy art. Which actually looks very bad. It looks... I did not prepare that model for it to be bald. Oh. Oh my goodness. Chibi. I mean, you can make this one bald too. Oh!
I'm sure it's not that noticeable. Bald! Bald! Bald!
All right.
Yeah, you like that? You like it? Yeah, I think a few of you forget that you could do this.
Bald is beautiful.
Yes, bald apparently is very beautiful. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I want to do that. People enjoy the boldness. The boldness is love. The boldness is life.
If that's true, why can't I get any kisses?
I don't know what you're talking about, George. I actually want to do a mwah kissing emote at one point, but I don't know. I need to be able to get up to be able to make, to have more slots. I need more slots. Guys, you need to give me... No. I need you. Ba 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 ba. Ooh, wrong. Wait. That was the wrong color. Oh, there goes my hair. It has returned. It knows where it belongs. My hair remembers its master. Oh gosh. Water has memory? No, my hair has memory. Oh my goodness. This actually doesn't look too bad. Like, this could be worse. But yeah, mind that all of this could have been so much worse. Like, this all could look so much worse than it is. Hold on. I don't know why I want to start doing do 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 da 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 do, but I feel like that's copyrighted somewhere. Yeah, well, why is legal areas of copyright? It's just... Speaking about copyright stuff, there has been some other controversies apparently in the indie gaming sphere. So first off, I would like to say my credentials. I did go to university to become a 3D prop artist, so I can kind of understand both sides of the situation. It has been resolved. This controversy has been resolved, but some people, it seems like, are not very much letting it go. So I will talk about it a little bit. So first off, there is a 3D prop artist that gives out that basically makes 3D props and gives a lot of them out for free. So for free and available for people to use for their games and other things. This person then also went on to make a game themselves called Make Room, which is a very it was an isometric game that is very cozy, a very small, just relaxing.
Maybe they
game.
should listen to Elsa.
That's a very, very nice, like, cozy game. And then, like, suddenly, sorry, I like to say suddenly and without warning, no. Suddenly, another indie company, or like an indie developer, announced their game, Floral Corner, which artistically, musically, visually looks exactly the same as Kenny's Make Room game. And yes, he doesn't own the copyright or anything to mechanics and all of that sort of stuff. Like, you can't copyright game mechanics, but it visually looks so similar that you cannot say that this isn't some sort of, like, as if you're ripping off another creator, which is a big no-no in the gaming space. And some people were hating on Kenny for calling out this person. They were hating on Kenny, the person that made the stuff first, that did all this. And they were like, oh, how could Kenny with his 100 followers on Twitter, like, go and harass this person? And they were like, first off, they weren't calling to harass this person. They just pointed out that this other person that is making this game looks so similar to theirs. And to a lot of artists and creators, if you do that, that's not very nice. It's basically in a form within 3D, within game, that is equivalent to art theft. That is equivalent to art theft. The thing, though, is that the person realized the mistake, and they were like, I'm gonna change some stuff up in order to make it look different. Because the thing is that somebody lined up the picture of both of the games next to each other.
Don't be surprised when people stop giving out freebies.
Yeah, well, no, I think they made it themselves, but they were so heavily inspired by Kenny, instead of looking at other people, right? Instead of looking at other people's games, they were like, oh, I want to make a game that's like that, but I want to add more stuff to it. And then they're like, I'm going to make it look kind of similar to theirs. And instead of looking kind of similar, it looks exactly the same. That's, I think, what happened. And it's okay to be inspired by another creator, but just remember to look at other things and make sure that your game looks somewhat differently so people can be able to tell the difference between your game and someone else's game, or else you're going to end up in this situation. The person that got called out for making Flora Corner, so Flora and Kenny, they both were amicable about it. Flora apologized and literally said, I'm gonna be changing stuff. But people are still hating on Kenny, literally saying that he bullied her, like bullied Flora into bullied them into having to change it, and saying that he should have changed it. What? He made his shit first. What do you mean? This is his art style. This is how he makes 3D art. This is what he does. And yes, some 3D artists can have very similar art styles to each other, because it's very hard to replicate different kinds of art styles in 3D, but you still can be able to achieve saying like, hey, this is my distinct, unique stuff compared to somebody else's. And it looked too similar to each other. So yeah, but what ended up happening though, which is good, is that the Flora is changing it. No, Flora, it's not even that. She's like, the argument that they were making was Kenny was so big and so like influential that they were just like, oh, this person is 100% just like bullying this person. When all that Kenny said was like, it's kind of sad. They were just saying like, hey, this person replicated my stuff. I don't think that that's really nice. Can we talk in order to change it? And that's what ended up happening. And the thing is, Kenny even said, when you change it and you're all done and like, you know, we can talk and communicate. Kenny was even saying to basically help them. Kenny was literally like saying that they could help them. And said that once they were done, that Kenny was gonna give them like a big, huge shout out. Which like, that's great. That's like really nice. Okay? And everyone's still shitting on Kenny for no reason. I'm like, guys, bear in mind within the 3D gaming world, shit gets ripped off from each other all of the time. And it is really hard within 3D art to be able to try and claim that shit. Because a lot of people are just gonna always be like hating on you. And it's so stupid. Especially in the gaming space. It's just like, why? They're both indie creators. They're both doing their work. They're both trying to make games that are very similar, to each other, with at least in their mechanics. So let them be how they are. Yeah, he is a total Chad. Kenny is totally a Chad for doing that. Because he could have, if he wanted to actually be mean, Kenny could have just literally said, he could have said like, screw you, like, Flora, I'm gonna copyright claim this stuff and all this sort of stuff. Like, he could be so much meaner, but instead he was like, hey, I don't think this is good. Can we like talk about changing it? They did. And he's like, okay, if you need help with stuff, like, you know, here's some tips, here's some pointers, here's some stuff. And then he also was like, hey, when you're done, like, tell me, I'll give you a shout out. I want to make sure that you get your game out there because we should be supporting each other. That is what Kenny did. What people are accusing Kenny of is like, he walked up and said like, I'm gonna claim everything that you own. You're gonna burn. You're gonna like, I'm gonna make sure that you get bullied off of this platform. But that's not what Kenny did. That's not what he did. Oh my goodness. And I think like as an artist out here, like I even have like on my Ko-Fi and stuff like that, like free and available things for you guys to be able to download and share. Because at the end of the day, like I want you guys to have like free materials and stuff, but I don't want people going out here like taking them and then literally trying to like say that they made it. Like, if I find you all doing that, I'm gonna punch somebody. No, I'm not gonna punch you, but I'm gonna call you out. Cause like, bro, I made that. What are you talking about? I'm the one that made that shit. What are you talking about? What are you saying this here? What are you out here saying that's yours? That's just not for you. It's just crazy out there in the world. But yeah, at least it was resolved like amicably. Just like, you know, just resolved nice, easily, no problems, no more like situations, right? It was nice, it was fine, and it ended nicely. Which is good. BRB. Yeah, I might actually BRB. Like really quickly, because I think I need to go to I need to go to the little gods I need to go to the little chibi restroom. But really quickly before we do, I'm gonna sign off. Oh wait, hold. There go the ads. Thank you. I'll be right back then. While the ads are running, I'm gonna be right back. Stop trying to run ads. No. I also realized I forgot to pause the recording. Well, it's okay. I did. I'm now to start put my art fight link in. Oh, we actually have an art fight in the Discord. I actually have an area for it. Yes. Visit site. Give me. Oh my gosh, I have to log in. There you go. You do? Let me in. What? It's already there. Oh, that's not what I wanted. There we go. Yeah, it's in the art channel. Yeah, you can share your stuff. You can share your art fight. You can share your attacks in there. I have it for you to share your attacks too. But hooray! Nice. Okay, so you want the Furby? You want the Furby model? You request the Furby? I will give you free Furby. Let me get. No, that's furry. Hold on, where's Furby? There we go. There. Here's your Furby. And you said that you request no hair. Correct? Hold on, wait a minute. And you request no hair? You request the boldness?
I'm sure it's not that
Oh!
All right.
No, you should try no body. No body's great. I don't think anyone has tried the no body on the Furby. The transition with the audio is perfect. Yeah, I know. No body's funnier. No, you know what? No. It's cursed. Hello. Hello, everyone. It is me. The Furby face plate. For that is all I am. But, oh my god, if you redeem it, it turns it off! They were like, no!
Send you to Jesus.
Someone literally said, nope, no, you're getting your body back, I don't care. That was too cursed for me. Oh, that's fucking funny. That's fucking funny. Oh my gosh, that was great. That was great. Here, let me just make it a little smaller. There you go. So I made a little thing for my signature, just so it makes it easier for me so I don't have to keep writing it all the time. There you go. It's just easier. It's so much easier. I'm wondering if I should put like, you know what, I'm just gonna leave no background. Or should I put like a blue? I should put like a blue for the sea. I love it. I remember my Photoshop days. I made a signature brush as well. Yeah. It's just easier. If with Clip Studio though, it's a little bit difficult because I have to basically pull it in. Like I have to make it like an image in order for it to work. You know what? I'm gonna no. I'm not gonna make it. I'm sorry if I flashbanged you all. I was gonna say I wanna make it look like the sea. There you go, like a blue color. Let's go for a lighter blue. Eh. Go in the middle. There we go. And then we are done with this one. Let me export. There we go. But hey, that's one attack done. That's one. That's only one. Now on to the next one. Oh, my hair returned. My little Furby hair returned. I was actually thinking about drawing these all as Furbies, but I decided not to. Because I was like, that's a little too cursed. I'm all for cursedness, but that's a little too cursed.
I'm sure it's not that noticeable.
Nope, no hair allowed.
All right.
Oh my gosh. I mean, you can do no hair and no body, so the combination is just hilarious. Because I would just be a faceplate. Add a thought. What is your thought? I will oh no. Okay, if you're starting by I will offend people, maybe it's an inside thought. Oh my, okay, that's a really dumb, that's a really that is probably the most stupidest joke that I've ever heard. Oh my gosh.
Who's a thought, George?
I mean, I know that George is, but god damn. What the heck? George is the whattest of what? Oh my god. The only reason I'm not saying it is because I don't know if I can say it. I think it's fine if the text-to-speech bot says it, because it's like, at the end of the day, it's just a text-to-speech bot. Hi, puppers. Wow, where were you when I needed you, puppy? I needed you like a while ago for the otter situation, and now you're fine. Now you're okay. I see how it is. What? Oh, it's my hair. I was like, what? What just happened? My Canadian, my characters will be for the pot of Canada. Oh, Canada. That's all I know of the Canadian national anthem. That's all I know. That's all I can remember. You know what? I'm gonna actually start by pulling out a head. People might be like so confused by this, but don't worry about it. Where the heck are the heads?
Where's the treato for Papa Redeem?
There isn't one. The other thing is she can only eat, whatever, she can't, oh, there's heads. She can't eat a lot of stuff. Round anime. Let's go with this one. We'll edit it. Da 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 da.
Sounds like a good pupper deserves soft Cheetos.
Soft Cheetos. And then hold on. No, this isn't what I wanted. There we go. The reason I'm doing this head thing is because then it gets my... I'm not going to use the eyes. I'm just using kind of the head shape. Which I even do think should be put down a little bit because your head is not that high. No, this is doing that. Yeah. Yeah, that could help. I can normally do this on my own. There you go. Just gonna turn that down a little bit. Again, it just helps me to get poses faster. But honestly, I might thicken her neck a little bit more. Because I think that's not, it's just not thick enough. See, normally I can get the bust correct. There we go. And then ear. This needs to be. Well, she has elf ears? Okay, well, then we can change it. I need to turn this down more. There we go. I'm just like trying to map out where things are gonna go. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Alright, let's kind of get some of this hair going. There we
Pug is hardcore offensive, despite being so wholesome.
go. Maybe that's not a good thing to say. Because people can take that in a really bad way. So we have to be careful how, like, what do you mean by that? Yeah, I don't like how that eye is.
The grand offender of offenders.
No, I'm actually, like, being serious. You have to be careful when you say that because, like, oh, there's so many people out there, you know? People be peopling. Okay, so her hair is supposed to, like, I don't know how, that is not how hair goes, and then it's supposed to, I think the hair is too big on the top here. Oop, wrong. And then, yeah, it looks like this hair is, like, pulled back. There we go. And then I, like, do a lot of tryharding and trying to be making them look somewhat like their like what they are supposed to look like. And then she has, like, a hair clip here. There we go. Gotta kind of make it look like it's supposed to be, like, pinned in there. We might have to move it. And then she kind of has, like a big cloak on. There you go. Actually, this isn't as bad as I imagined it to be. I was like, maybe I'm just having a poor drawing day. Maybe I am not, and I'm just overthinking it. I almost forgot her. I almost forgot her, her eyebrow. That would have been terrible. I think this needs to move a bit back. And we're just kind of like refining stuff. Oh, she has a necklace on. See, this is where we refine things, people. Refine. Okay. There we go. I like being this the way that's supposed to be. In the hair. Oh, what? Hey, what? Yeah, yeah. Sorry. My vocal action sounds, right? Yeah. Hey, they should cast me as Link in the live action Legend of Zelda. Did you guys know that there's a live action Legend of Zelda that they're making? I hope if they're gonna do it live action that at least if they're gonna be doing it live action, like, okay, I've heard that's either gonna be live action or animated. If it's gonna be live action, like, I don't know what they're gonna do, but if it's gonna be an animation, please don't let Illumination do it. By the way, Illumination is the one behind the Minions. Yeah. We don't need Illumination doing it. They did great on the Mario movie, but their art style and the animation worked for them. It won't work for anything else. Oop, that is not correct. Da 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 da. Color.
I will play Zelda. Come here, Linky boy. Come get your kiss.
You know, I could see. Yeah. George, 100%. Well, if George is gonna be our main leading lady, maybe I might back out. I don't want to make her too pale. It's hard to find what her skin tone is supposed to be. Okay, I think this is supposed to be the skin tone. If not, I will edit it. Oh my goodness. That scared me.
What do you mean Link is doing all the side quests first? What do you mean he is waiting for an update?
I have no idea what that means, but you know what is so funny? Is like, I feel like with a lot of the stuff, that was the side quest, oh my gosh. I feel like with a lot of people, when they play Legend of Zelda, it's just like, they're so, I feel like nowadays they're so like focused on other things rather than actually doing the, like, oh, you gotta help the princess and you gotta save the princess. Oh my, you know what? I am excited though. I almost forgot that this was gonna exist. I am really excited for Zelda to finally get her own game in the Legend of Zelda. In the entirety of the Legend of Zelda series. I know what some people have said about the CD-ROM stuff. We don't talk about those games. Those games don't exist. We all know this. We all have agreed to burn this from our minds, and yet there are still people that try to remind us of those games. And we just look at you, and we just go, how dare you remind us of the dark days. Like, how could you? We trusted you. Like, that's what it feels like a lot of the times with this, and I'm just like, please, please no. We do not want to be reminded of this. But they still come back and they remind you. But I'm just glad that she's finally kind of getting her own game, because it's like, it's you know, it's been a while, considering how long has the Legend of Zelda been around? Oh, like, how long has the Legend of Zelda been, like, the Legend of Zelda franchise been around? And for some reason, through the entirety of that, we have not gotten like one game, like one good game with Zelda as the main heroine of her own game. Because it's called The Legend of Zelda. Now, a lot of people were making a joke of it and saying like, okay, this needs to be called then The Legend of Link. And I'm like, yes! So there's so many people that were like rebranding it as, instead of it saying The Legend of Zelda, it said The Legend of Link. I was like, yes. But I'm gonna be honest, a lot of people were complaining about the art style again, and I'm like, guys, the art style actually doesn't look that bad for the remake, like, for the, you know, for it. I think it looks fine. I think it's fine. Is it great? No, but I think that it works for what it needs to be. It's like referencing back to, it's kind of like referencing back to other stuff. Link didn't have a name. Link happened later. Yes, it did. Personally, art style reminds me of old school Polly Pockets, and I'm all for it. Yeah, it kind of does, doesn't it? Wasn't that the pun we stole for The Legend of Jose? Yeah, basically. But I know that Link back in the day didn't have a name, but that's because, like, it wasn't meant to be, because they just made like a one-off game, and they didn't think like anybody would like want a series out of it. And then as they continued, they eventually gave Link a name. So it was like, oh, this is gonna become a big franchise situation. Okay, we need to give the guy a name. And they were like, okay, what are we gonna name him? And they were like, Link. So that's I feel like that's kind of what ended up happening for the most part. There's like dots on here, okay. Da 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 da. I'm actually I'm surprised at myself that we are actually possibly going to be finishing not only one attack, but possibly 2 attacks. Which would be awesome. I don't even care if we do this attack this week, because I'll just do it next week. I'll just do it next time. Whatever we don't do this today, we do next Friday. Which, yes, we will be doing art fight again next Friday, which I'm gonna make it like designated that it'll be art fight those days, just because like I want to do more art fight, but I haven't been able to because I've been really focused on making the comic. So this just gives me like a break from doing like that kind of art, which does help me with my burnout, because it's like, hey, make other art shit now. Make other art stuff. So it's like a reward. It's like a reward. So ba da 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 da. I gotta stretch my back. Later art by Pug. Goodbye. Goodbye. I don't know why I'm continuously doing that. No, no, puppers, before you get any ideas, I'm not saying goodbye. I'm saying goodbye to other people. There we go. I want to let you know something before I go. What? What doth you want to tell me? Oh, is this the same color? Oh, it is. Okay. Interesting. No, how much you charge? Change your brand. I will still remember you as Miss. Aww. Oh, Mrs. Sock. That's such an old. I feel like a lot of people will not know what that means. Jose used to be a sock puppet PNG tuber, and then he changed he's now like Will-o'-the-Wisp. He wants to change again to something else. I'm working on it. I'm working on his design. I remember the sock PNG, yes. And then as a joke, I became Mrs. Sock because we were I still do have the sock. I still have the sock. I just don't use it anymore. Unless like I need to. But I'm thinking of updating, possible update to the sock. Make it look a little bit better. I might have Jose just make it, honestly, if we update the socks. If we ever update the socks, I'll have Jose make it.
Jay's making a comeback?
No, I don't know. He wants to stream, but he's just so tired from work most of the time that it's really hard for him. But he did say that, because his work is now doing 4 days a week for 10 hours, he did say that maybe with that extra day off, there's a possibility he might get back into streaming, but he didn't say for certain. He said more of like, it's an extra day, maybe it might help me. He's honestly, do you want to know what he's betting? He's betting on possibly getting a Saturday, so then he can get Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Or possibly get Sunday, Monday, Tuesday off. Because, like, honestly, I think that he would be great making a comeback. The thing is, I think like with Jose in particular, is he's not much of when it's on.
No way, Jose. Tuesday's more likely.
No way, Jose Tuesdays. Oh my gosh, that'd be hilarious. But the thing is that Jose doesn't, I think, really completely understand sometimes like how to do the streaming. Meaning like he doesn't know how to like be talking and chatting and all of that sort of stuff. He only like talks when there's like people in chat. So he's very much more a streamer that is very much chat based, which I kind of am too, but even still I will talk about like other things. But I think it's just like sometimes a little bit hard for him. And not to say that he didn't like it.
Art, you're short and cute and adorable.
Oh my
Purple
God.
heart, purple heart, purple heart, purple
Thank you.
heart.
I know, I'm so adorable in my amazing Furby model. But yeah. Okay, so the gem is the same color as this. Which I don't think is a good idea. Not for long? What do you mean not for long?
I'm sure
Oh.
it's not that noticeable. Hold!
Alright, so I'd like to give you...
Alright,
Oh!
alright.
And there we go. Awesome. Thank you, Otaku Master. Thank you. It's always great to see you pop in. Just ignore what's happening now. Yeah, we made some new redeems. This is great. Oh, hi. How are ya? Oh, this looks even. This is worse. This is worse. Well, at least you can see a majority of the stream behind me. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Oh. This is my life now. Just be in mind, at one point I would have become a 3D artist, and instead I'm a 3D artist. Ow! Cursed. It is very cursed. This is the most cursed thing I've ever done. I feel like if anyone pops in the stream, they're just gonna be like... Oh no. No, don't spam it. No. It doesn't, it's not a timer. It's not a timer. I will fight you. No, I will fight you. I fought back. No. I want to draw. Let me draw. I don't want to cover up the drawing. Stop it. Stop it. No, I'm being serious. Stop it. No. Okay, one more. You get one more and that's it. You get one more. You can do one more and that's it. If I'm fighting you on a redeem, if I'm fighting back, that means you gotta stop. Oh God, you must be stopped. But thank you. Because I actually want to draw, and I don't, you know, no one wants this. No one wants this. And rather, yes, I can also move myself closer if I want to. I can do it too. That's always how it's been, that I could get closer up, and I was like, you know what? I'll let you guys do it too. Because why not? But yeah, that's pretty cursed. I always gotta have the curse stuff, you know? It's not... I was waiting for someone new to join the stream, be like, what the hell is that? We've already had that before, and I had to ban them. Okay, I understand that I belong in cursed jail, but why? Oh, I haven't moved this over, so actually thank you for doing that, so I can be reminded of moving it over here, so. A cursed jail. Oh. Oh, looks like we're both in jail, George. I guess it's where we belong. I mean, definitely for George. Ow! Everyone is in jail except chat. Oh my gosh, yeah, you guys have been freed. Remember it used to be that you would get jailed in here too? Now you're free. Which I don't think is a good thing. I feel like it's a bad thing that I told you guys now. Ow! Oh my gosh! Thank you.
100.
Thank you for the 100 biddies! Oh, I was gonna say, excuse me, why are you still on my head? Hee hee. Oh my gosh. I also forgot that spams me with throwing items. I will say when I get super focused on stuff and you guys do that, it scares me. It still does. I've been streaming for how long now, and I sometimes I think like sometimes with art, I will forget that I'm streaming. Art, I am sorry. What? I am sorry, a little. No, it's okay. It's not as scary in a bad way. It's just more of like, I forget that exists. There are times where I forget where certain redeems and things exist, because it's like, people will not do it for so long, and then all of a sudden they do it, and I'm like, oh, I forget that that's a
person at work. That person at work. Big brother Ed.
Okay, you know what the funny thing is? I've never watched Full Metal Alchemist. You think that you can curse me with that sound? No, I've never watched it. That was probably the evilest laugh. Or bad, watch it.
But everyone knows Nina.
Okay, do you guys want to know the story of Jose's dog named Nina? I'm not joking. So, Jose has watched Full Metal Alchemist. It's one of his favorite animes. And he got a German Shepherd, and he was like, huh, I'm gonna name them Nina. And he's like, I don't know why I'm naming them Nina, but it just sounds cool. Like, it sounds really cute. And then he was rewatching Full Metal Alchemist, and he was like, oh, now I remember where that name comes from. And I was like, oh god. So yeah, his dog named Nina is named after Nina from Full Metal accidentally. Complete accident. But that's a funny thing. But yeah, okay. No, you know what the funny thing is? You guys are gonna hate me. You guys are gonna hate me even more. My mother has watched the Full Metal Alchemist movies. The live action movies. I'm gonna be honest, I've only seen like parts of the anime. What's up with parents and live action animes? She literally told me because she didn't want to watch a series and then proceeded to literally just watch the entire series.
F in the chat for your mums.
No. The funny thing is that she'll go on and watch Bridgerton. But No, like, it's so weird. Because the thing is, the movies are about as long as the episodes. Like, if you combined it, all of the episodes, the movies are longer than the entire series. So, like, by the way, just so you know, a lot of people don't know this, but there is not one Full Metal Alchemist movie. There's 3. She watched all 3 of them. Each one of them is like about 2 hours. But Bridgerton Bridgerton is very good. Except that last season. Last season was kind of iffy. But like, she watched all of them. Okay? She watched all of them. And the thing is that Full Metal Alchemist has 60 episodes. 60 episodes? 20 minutes per episode? Is like basically almost like 20 minutes for 60? How long is that? How many minutes is that? I'm trying to do math. Don't make me do math. Hold on. Let's look up. Let's look it up. Let me look it up. Hold on. 60 times 20 divide it by, it will take, hold on. It'll take, so basically Full Metal Alchemist, watching the entire series is like watching, is 20 hours. It's 20 hours to watch the entire series. Right? I did it with a calculator. So it'll take you 20 hours. My mom basically so they basically boiled it down, like 20 hours of content, of like stuff. No, not possible. You can watch, I mean, you can't watch it in a day, but my mom didn't watch all the movies in a day. So yeah. But it's like baffling to me, because I'm like, because the thing is, I literally told her, you could just go watch the series, which is way better. And she was like, no, I'd rather watch the movies. I'm like, but bear in mind, there's 3 movies, right? There's 3 movies, each of them about 20 hours, about 2 hours. So that's like, so like, if 2 hours times like 3 movies, that's like fucking 18 hours for the series. Yeah, it's like 18 hours for the series. Why not just at that point just watch the series? If you watch the movies, you can watch the series. Like, goddamn. But nah. She didn't do that. It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to me. It don't make any sense. Every 3 episodes is an hour. I mean, yeah. So it's like, I mean, I can understand. I will tell you this much. The movies actually aren't that bad. And I mean that in like a really just like, it gets the basic premise of what Full Metal Alchemist is doing and what they're trying to say and everything. So it gets that across. It does like, it does have like the main points of the series. But, like, I feel like there was a few character interactions that were very, very much missed. Like, extremely much missed. 'Cause, I'm trying to remember. Who's, Commander Armstrong's sister? So in the movie, she gets introduced at the last movie, okay? The interactions that we have with her, she's only on screen, like, talking with Edward for about maybe, like, 20 minutes. And then suddenly, like, she's now this important character. And then it's like, no other interactions. It's just like, I don't know. We don't have much time with her. And then suddenly she's, like, super influential. And I'm like... I'm trying to, like, think of other things. I think there was, like, a few things that they ended up changing, but I don't really remember or recall. Oh, Rinri isn't blonde, but I don't really care. She looked fine. The actress was fine. Actually, most of the actors and actresses were pretty much fine. I think they brought some of the voice actors back to reprise their roles to do the dub for this. Because I did notice that some of them sounded very similar. But, oh yeah, my mom also watched it all in dub. She literally watched these movies all in the dub. Which, fair, because we have a hard time sometimes reading the subtitles. So, and yeah, so. It's so funny. My mother is so funny. My parents too, yeah. I mean, it's not difficult to read subtitles, but, like, sometimes it's just like, yeah. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Anyways, we might just have this, like, draw this one. So let me, like, close out of that one. But hey, we got 2 attacks done today. I used to only do, like, 1 attack a day. And funny enough, this is actually a revenge. Because this person drew my character. Drew one of my, drew Veryl. Oh no, yeah, no, this person did, no, that was another person. This person drew, Luthador in their old outfit. I will say, I was, like, trying to think of how to delete Luthador's old outfit off of Artfight, because I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember how you're supposed to do that. So I was trying to, and I couldn't figure it out, and I gave up. Because I was trying to delete it, but I didn't want to delete his entire character, you know? And then, what, she has, like, green eyes? Are her eyes a different color? Wait. Why are the scaleras, like, lime green here? What? You know, I'm just gonna leave it. I'm just gonna leave it. Is she supposed to be an anthropomorphized? Here, hold on. Let me pull up the... I actually have the windows still open for these guys. So let me go and check. You I'm not doing. She's an elf. Okay. I was gonna say, why? It might have been just a design choice. But that's not how I draw my elf. Oh, stop that. Oh my gosh, I hate this. Boop. Do that. There we go. Da 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 da. And okay. Da da da. I'm gonna be honest, on my other screen, she looks kind of jaundice. I might change her skin tone. And what I mean by that is that I'm gonna go into here and pick something that might work. Just gonna go on top of this. I think that's too pale. Let's go a little bit darker. I think this is better, but maybe let's go for that in between. There we go. They look a little too yellow. There we go. I don't want to like make it like too different because I want to still keep it within what it needs to be. But let's do that.
But is it butter though?
No, we're not doing the butter stuff. No. Oh, you know what? Actually, let me talk about something that's happening in the VTubing space. So, I don't know if you guys saw, V Shoujo is holding open auditions. So, if you want to audition to be part of V Shoujo, you can. That's really cool. I think it's really great. Stretch. Actually, you know what? I do need stretch. Also, there's an ad incoming. Ads incoming! Oh, posture check? Thanks. I was gonna stretch a little bit more. Oh. Okay. Or you could just do that. I need to have, like, the ad thing up so you guys can see when ads are incoming. I need to do that at one point. I haven't done it just because I haven't done it. Also, is it this button? Aha! It is that button. Wait, is this the... I don't think this is the right model. It isn't. Okay, so I haven't changed this one. Ooh, nope. I was trying to change back to my normal rebrush, but it seems like I forgot to. That was the one model I forgot to change it on. Oop, that's not what I wanted. Oop. There we go. I just want to change back. Sometimes you just want to change back to your normal stuff. Oh, she does have, which I almost forgot to add. This, and then circle brush. And she has, oh, it's not circle, it's like these swirl thingies. I don't have that, so I'm just gonna be there. Do I have something similar that we could use? Snow crystals? No. Yeah, we have a flower chain, but I don't think that'll work. Do we have anything in ruffles and lace? Nah. Clothing. I don't think that crowd is gonna work. Oh, this is on top of that. Could do something like that. Because, like, if they're an elf, like a leaf chain, it would look a little bit better. But this, like, swirls. I'm like trying to think of something. Oh my gosh, what is this? What is this one? These are like varieties of chains that I have. I'm just like, what is that one supposed to be? Oh, this one could work. Actually, this one might work too. I think I like that one better. Oop. To do that. Oop. There we go. And then go in here, liquefy it, and kind of shrink it. Give it some forced perspective. There we go. And that's what I use the liquefy tool for mainly. Just to fix things. No. Let's do this. Oop, that's not what. Come on. Put this here. Put that there, there, and there. Ba, 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 ba. Go down here and let's start rendering. I'm like trying to think of where I want the light to kind of be coming from. I think I want it to be coming from like up in this direction. And da 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 da. And then there we go. Honestly, it's just better to get it laid out. Oop, that's not what I need. Oop, and that's also not what I need. There we go. Honestly, it's a little bit hard to see where the shadowing is all going, but I think it's fine. When I start laying in the darker, it'll be a little bit easier. Sometimes it's very hard for me to see, like, dark and lights most of the time. So that's why sometimes I have to brighten up certain games and stuff, because I actually can't see what I'm doing. Oh wait, this isn't even on the right brush. What happened? Let me see. I think that's good. But how I normally do like highlighting and shading is I will highlight, or I will put down like a lighter shading. And for those wondering what, so when it comes to digital, I got this from another person, another artist, and what they use for their blending mode is they use soft light, and soft light gets this like really nice, more realistic kind of shading in a way, because it helps build it up more. Like, you know, you're able to kind of more build up those darker and lighter areas, I feel like. Because if you want to get, because this is with one layer of soft light, so this is like my putting down like the basic area of the shadows, and then the second layer here is like going in and making those darker areas to really carve out certain places. And that's kind of what I mainly use this dark one for, is like kind of really, and sometimes I blend it, sometimes I don't. It depends on if I want that area to be darker or not. or do a soft blend into everything else. Actually, so it's supposed to also have it. It just depends on what I want to go for, but you can see how this eye is now more carved out a little bit more. And then kind of put this more shading on it. And sometimes if I want to leave these like hard areas. Hard areas just means like, you know, you don't change the shadow. But if I want to soften it, then I bring in the... I only use like one kind of blending brush. And if I want to, I'll go in here and like add a little bit of it. Just around. I still want it to be like a little bit hard. That sounds so weird of talking about like hard light and soft light. Which hard light just means that those are those hard core shadows. Just to like carve out certain areas where they're overlapping and such. It's kind of it's hard when you know the terms but you don't know how to explain them. That's what I mainly suffer from. It's like, I know the terms. I just don't know how to explain any of them. I just know what it means and what it does. Also for highlighting, a lot of people say like, oh, don't use white to do highlighting. You can use white, just don't use hard white. Like just blanketing it in white, because that's kind of not natural. I've used a lot of different ones before. I've used like trying to remember. I've used like really light blue before, and it just didn't give the effect that I wanted. And I've used yellow before, but the problem is that yellow and on darker drawings, like just like almost black areas, it just didn't work. But what they're trying to say is like, don't use like this white to highlight. Make it softer. And if you're gonna use it in like certain areas. Because hard white light most of the time indicates more of a hard highlight shine. So it makes it look shinier. So most of the time when you're doing with hard white, make sure that it's on areas that are supposed to be shiny. Or if you want to make it look like the skin is really shiny, I mean, you could do it there too. So, some helpful art tips with art. When I run out of stuff to talk about, I'll talk about art stuff. Then go in here and do that. And then come over here. And this. Wait. Oh, this is not the right layer. It's like, wait a minute, why is this so dark? Just because it is not on the right layer. There is something else that another artist was talking about. They were like they were talking with like some other artists, but they said that one thing to make your art look a little bit more like mature or something like that was depending on if you have folds or not. So like in order to make sure that it doesn't look like as, I guess, as much of a childish drawing, is to know how to like do folds and such. And I'm like, I've never noticed that, but I think it's just more of because people just don't know how folds work on yeah, I think most people just don't know how folds are supposed to work on fabric. And it's definitely a trained skill that you have to get used to. A lot of people, what they will do is they will train that skill by like drawing, they will draw, like they will drape like a cloth or something over something else, and then sketch that drapery and render it from like real life. And that is very, very helpful. And you can also look at like drawing figures and see how they kind of do it as well. And that will definitely improve you being able to do drapery. Because clothes fold weirdly. Clothes are weird, and they can fold in strange and weird ways. An easy way of learning how to draw folds is, one, remember where the light is coming from, and two, where is it being pinched or pulled up from, because that's where all of this folding is coming from. Because this area right here, I might actually, you know what, I don't like how that highlighting is. But this area over here, it's being pinched here. It's being pinched, so it's gonna act as a fold there. And sometimes these folds overlap on each other. So, and you can kind of like shade it like as if it's casting a shadow on everything else. Because then that makes it look like it's bulging up here and having like, and it's all condensed. Like when you open this up, it's gonna have more fabric there. That's what it's gonna feel like. And you just kind of grow accustomed eventually to knowing how to make folds. But to really enhance some of the folds is there will be a light side and there will be a dark side. It is very, if you think about it, very cylindrical. Like when you're drawing a cylinder. So when you smooth it out or anything like that, just make sure you know where you're smoothing to, because then it's gonna make this look better. So I think I need to make this thinner. So we now know that this little bulge is here. And the same thing applies with hair, by the way. Hair is like how you do hair is very similar to kind of how you can sometimes improve your the ways of how you do fabric. But there's always a light and a dark. And of course, like, the edge of that fabric is also going to get some highlighting as well. You can even make folds with the highlighting if you want to increase certain areas of folds. And what I mean by that is you can just literally go in and like have the highlight make the folds instead of the shadows make the folds. But then pick where that top highlight is going to be. It's like, I don't know how to really describe how like folding drapery is, because I've just like gotten so accustomed to knowing how to do it that it's hard for me to like really teach others how to do it. Because if you see a lot of my work, a lot of it includes a lot of drapery and folds. I love doing drapery and folds. That's why I usually draw a lot of characters that have like either really long hair or I have some sort of drapery or folds with them, which is funny because Art's character doesn't have that. Well, she does have folds because she has it on her on the I have it on my sleeves. But I like doing drapery on a lot of stuff. It just adds some more. I feel like it adds more character sometimes. To a piece, because the reason I say like it adds like more character is because, well, it does. It just creates a little bit of. Hold on, I'm like trying to come in here and get this gem to look like a gem, kind of. There we go. But it kind of looks, it kind of just adds character in a way of like, giving a little bit more motion, but a little bit more like, not motion, but like, I guess interest is like a better way of putting it. I think interest is definitely a better way of putting it. Alright, now we go into the hair. Alright, you need to be blocked out because you are behind all this. And then you gonna have it be like very... because it's coming from this side. So we're gonna have you, I'm gonna be honest, I never really draw like really wavy hair like this. So this is gonna be a challenge. And I actually like how wavy hair like this looks. I've just never really drawn it much because I find a hard time rendering it. It's mainly where my struggles lie. Renders. Because I can, you know, color it in and everything, but rendering it, now that's a new thing. Gonna actually make it that this is casting a shadow. There we go. The good thing is that I can do this to kind of get the rendering started. There we go. I'm gonna be honest, I never know what I'm doing with hair. I just go, yeah, that kind of seems right. I'm just like, okay, hair sometimes wants to do its own thing, and sometimes it likes to move in certain ways. And that's how I get my hair to look the way it does. It's just like, yeah, I guess I could do that. But you also have to remember that hair sometimes moves in different ways as well. Like sometimes it just wants to move how it wants to move. Oh my gosh. My back be killing me. And right now this doesn't look great, but that's where the second rendering comes in. And I've learned how I wanted to do my rendering sometimes for hair like this. This is basically just darkening some of the areas. Any area that I feel like should be darker, it gets darker. Like especially in here, where it goes. And maybe let's darken this area up. It's just all to add. It's to add all the dimension that hair has. Because hair has a lot of dimension. There's a lot of volume to it if you know what you're doing with it. And as you know, I have very much thick hair. On little strands like this, that's fine. I'm like kind of looking at my computer screen a little bit just to kind of see if this is working. Because sometimes it helps to look at it from a further distance than what I'm doing. Okay, there we go. Just gonna darken up this area a little bit just to really pick out the movements, what's happening here. Mostly what I'm using this for is just like it's basically going around the edges and kind of darkening some areas, adding more here and there, just to make it a little bit darker. And then it already adds all the dimension that I need. And then you go in with the white. Actually, the only place where it's okay to use white is on the hair. Like where it's really okay to use white. Because when your hair is actually really nice, clean, and shiny, it will reflect back. Now technically you can use other colors as well if you wanted to make a more complex style, but you can always do white. But also keep in mind where the light is coming from. You don't want white all around the entire thing. Also, what I've noticed that a lot of people do is, here, I'll just do this on a different layer. What a lot of people sometimes do is they'll do this and they'll call it a day. Not to say that this isn't bad either. It's just it depends on how shiny you want your hair, right? For like chibis and stuff like that, I do that. For most of my other stuff, I normally try and keep it a little bit more sparing most of the time, because I don't want it to be like in people's faces. And now we're gonna move on to metal. Metal is interesting. I think like this character is like the perfect one to literally do all of the talking about how to render stuff, how to do this. Sometimes certain characters are just perfect for it. And sometimes other characters, not so much. Metal, you have to keep in mind, is reflective. So you're gonna have reflectives. If there is bounce light happening. I say if there's bounce light happening because sometimes people will put like reflective lights, like it reflecting some like light, and I'm like, or well, you always are gonna get like some sort of like a little bit of bounce light, but you're not gonna get an extreme amount of bounce light depending on if the item is in shadow or not. Because if it's like very much in shadow, you're not really gonna get much bounce light. Compared to like this one up here, it might get some up here. Go and get some of that bounce light. But you also have to keep in mind when you're rendering bounce light, soften it a little bit, because it's not supposed to be as extreme as the highlight. And if you have it be too extreme like the highlight, it's just not gonna look great. And then over here. There we go. And I just realized that when I was rendering down here with the clothes, I forgot that these were also on the clothes. So let's like quickly do that. There we go. Hooray! Come on. There's also something else I do, which is to like, quote, finish the piece a little bit. Sometimes I do this, sometimes I don't. It just depends how I feel. But I kind of want to like make it fit into the scene a little bit better.
I'm sure it's not that noticeable.
Oh!
All right.
Okay, alright, I see you all. Oh, hi, how are ya? I feel like we've been going back and forth. Oh, those are the wrong buttons. Sorry, wrong buttons. Thank you for the save. Oh, save. There you go. I don't know. On my screen, this looks fine, but I don't know. My screen is more saturated. I think the hair is like too pink. The hair is just a little... Oh! My hair has returned. I think hair is a little too pink for me. Because it's like all the stuff that we just did is like getting lost. So let me just lower that a little bit. And then where was it? I'm like starting to get a little bit tired here. There we go. Just add some nice texturing. Now the thing is, I could just apply it to the character. And then I could apply a different one to the background. But I kind of like it applying to everything. Makes it a little bit homogeneous. But yeah, I think we're done with this one. So let me... I got to go over to signature. Pull this out. I am going to be putting it underneath here, actually. And then, gonna copy this. Put it over here. And listen to the opacity. Ta-da! Hooray! Yeah, hooray. We did 2 artworks in a day. We did 2 artworks in one stream. But then again, we've been just doing like bust, and the other one was like an animal, so I might try and do more busts instead of the full body and whatever I've been doing, because those were taking like way too long. With that being said, let me just save these out, and I will do all the stuff that's needed for them later. This is a revenge, so let me put it in here. There we go. Yes, save. I do in Clip Studio I do export, so it pops up with a bunch of windows. But without any further ado... Oh, by the way, we are going to be doing a Q&A tomorrow. If you haven't put any of your questions in on Twitter or in the Discord, I will. It's okay. You can ask them live as well. We'll do also a live Q&A. Of course, all the questions have to be safe for work. And you can ask me about streaming advice, art advice, or VTubing advice. Because honestly, in VTubing, sometimes you gotta do that advice too. Anyways, I think I'm done drawing for today, so I'm gonna just let me move some things around. My stuff might break. Oh, sorry. Hit the mic. But I need to move my drawing tablet aside. And in order to do so, I need to do this and put it behind here. So that made probably a very loud noise, and I apologize. I will have to fix that later because I think it's on wires. But without any further ado, let's actually, oh yeah, it is like a little, excuse me. Let us find somebody to raid. Maybe we can find somebody else also doing art fight. I don't think anybody's doing art fight. Wait, is somebody doing art? Oh. I was gonna say, wait, is somebody, oh wait, hold on a minute. I was like, oh, yes, someone's doing art. Oh. Let me see, show more. Yeah, a lot of people are playing Once Human. Does anyone know what Once Human is? If it looks like a shoot 'em. It looks like a shooting. Not a clue? Okay. Let me open up this one. What is this? Oh. Ha! I don't play Final Fantasy. Let me see you. And then I wish that we could browse people doing like some art fight stuff. Where are you? Okay, so this person, what are you playing? You're also, everyone's playing Once Human. What is Once Human? I feel like I'm missing out on something. What is Once Human? Am I missing out on a new meta? Am I missing out on something? Here, let me see. There's some people. Okay, there's some people doing art fight. Okay. Let's see if we can. I'm gonna like look around. I'm looking around a little bit. Oh my gosh, my back. God damn it, my back be hurting. I feel like I'm missing something. I don't know what I'm missing. But I always feel like I'm missing something. You know what I just realized about all the people that are doing art fight right now? They're all VTubers. Ew, how disgusting. Ah, VTubers. Ah, yeah, I could never rate a VTuber. Oh, they're so disgusting. I just noticed that.
All right.
There's a fellow Team Stardust member. Oh my gosh. There's a possum. There's a possum. Should we raid the possum? Here, let me. I have like a few people. I have possum. Okay, we found a new possum. We found a new possum for the possum. We found it. We found the possum. Oh my god! Welcome back. Excuse. Okay. It looks like they're not a possum all the time. It looks like they're a possum sometimes. Understand. Possum mode? Possibly. But hey, you know what? A possum is a possum. So why not? Let's go. We'll raid this person. You know what? Screw the little pop-up thing. Screw that. I'm not doing this anymore with the little pop-up. I'm just gonna literally do this. We're gonna just do this. It's easier. It's easier! And then after this, I can get the raid going. So actually, let me do. Let's do that. And then I do this. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. Especially when we're raiding new people, okay? So we're gonna go raid this a griffin here, who's doing a cute little picture for artfight, I guess. But yeah. Oh my goodness. I am hurting all over. But I actually kind of like their stuff. Their art style is really cute. So we're gonna go and give them some love. Tomorrow we're gonna do a just chatting of question, like Q&A, just Q&A stuff. So you can ask any questions live, and I will answer them live. To those that have put questions on Twitter, or if you put it in the Discord, because there's an Ask Art. You can go in there and you can ask questions. Again, it can either be safe for work questions, or it can be about streaming, it can be about art, it can be about VTubing, it can be about live 2D stuff, it can be like whatever kind of things. You can ask me the question to life and I will answer it, okay? So you know, it's supposed to be fun, engaging, and all that. But anyways, as I always say, thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all for being here. And as I always say, may the winds guide you. Until next time. Goodbye, everybody.